To do the shawl collar, we will start with the block. You can take any block. Bodice block I've taken. Trace it out. Now whenever you're doing a shawl collar, it implies that very likely you're going to be having the center front as an opening, which means that you will need an extension on the center front where the button will be there or the placket. You need an extension over here. So we are keeping an extension of 1 inch because the collar will end on the extension part. So I'm keeping a 1 inch extension over here. Parallel to the center front. Okay, let's do the dart. So this is also a shawl collar. This is also shawl collar. The opening here is lesser. The opening here is more. Approximately, let's say the opening here is 7 inches from HSP and the opening here may be 9 inches from HSP. Now we are going to draft the shawl collar with a 9-inch opening from HSP. So you will start with from the neck, from the HSP, you will measure 9 inches and make a straight line. So from here I will measure 9 inches such that 9 inches I get on the center front. So this is going to be the straight line. Okay, now extend this line further. Okay, and you extend this line here as well. Okay, so when you're making a shawl collar, this is the roll line. This is the line on which the collar is going to fold. So for our understanding, now whatever shape is visible here is going to define. So for example, if you want a shape like this, so now you decide how wide you want the collar to be. And this was the darts. Let me mark the darts. So now you can decide how wide you want the collar to be. Suppose you decide, now see this is just for your understanding of how wide you want the collar. I decide that I want the collar to be 3 inches wide. So what do I mean by wide? Wide means this measurement. How much is this width of the collar? And depth means this measurement. So if I call this as X and this is Y, so depth will be here, from here to here. Okay, and width is what I'm going to take over here. Okay, so I wanted 3 inches. So I will measure according to 3 inches on the shoulder. So this is where I get 3 inches. Okay, a 2.5 would be here. So maybe 2.5 might be more appealing. So I'm taking it 2.5. Okay, 2.5, 2 3/4. You can take whatever you want. Now from here, based on what kind of look you want, to here, this is the break point. This is the point where the collar is finishing. This point. I will call this point as B. Okay, this is the point B. Okay, so from here to here you will define the shape of the collar. Now you can use a hip scale, or a French curve, depending on what's the size and proportion that you're working. And you can draw a curved line okay. So this is the shape that I want. Okay, now this line is actually not the pattern, it is just a representation of how the collar is going to look. Now this line we are going to transfer onto where we need the line actually to. So what you're going to do next is fold it on this line. So I'm going to fold this. Okay, I'm going to I've folded this on this line. I folded the paper on this line, and this I'm going to transfer it onto the other side. So you can either use a gateway paper, you can use a gateway paper to do this. Then it's going to be transparent, so you're going to see this line easily on the other side. Otherwise, you can use a tracing wheel or a carbon paper, whatever helps you. Now I got impressions because of the tracing wheel, and the impressions are here. This is the impression over here. Okay, so now you can forget about this. This was just for us to get this line. Okay, now we are at this line. So over here you have to determine the back neck width of the back, which means how much is this back neck width. So if you remember collars, when we had done, we had taken this measurement of back neck width. What did you take this measurement as? Whatever you've taken that back neck width measurement, or the back neck measurement, total back neck measurement, is what you're going to put over here. So I'm taking that as 3 inches. So I will mark that over here. So this is where I get 3 inches, okay, on this line. Now from here I have to make a line which is 90 degree. So use any of your scales to get a 90 degree line. And if you want the same width at the back, whatever you had taken over here, I had taken that as 1.5, right? Or 1.5, actually, sorry, 2.5 is what I had taken. So I'll take the same over here, and now I just join it. So this I will show you with a colored pen. This becomes your, from here to here. So this front with this part extension is your shawl collar. Let me show you with a colored pen. Now you also have an option of, so this you can keep it straight, or if you want it to sit flat on the body, you could take it back by half an inch and have it as a curve. This, so if you do this, 1 minute. So if you do this, this line will also change, because this line again has to be 90°. So let me show with another color. So if you take this behind, then you will make a 90° line to this line now. So that 90° line you're going to get like that. And you can take the same measurement here. And now you continue to join it again. So this is the first one, is going to have a more standing effect, the purple one. The orange one is going to have a more flatter effect on the back of the neckline. Okay. And this is the collar edge. So whatever shape you do over here is going to define how it is going to live on the body. So if you keep it straight, then it looks like a straight collar. If you give a certain shape to it, let's say you want to give this kind of a shape, so it's going to give a certain shape to the body, to the collar. It's going to give this kind of a shape. I'm just going to cut it out and show. I'll cut out the orange part. So this is the kind of look this one is going to give.